Good day.
Well then, does the best forester in the land have some problems I could help him with?
Henry, you buffoon. I'm not the best in the land, but I'm in these parts, though. Know why? Because I'm the only one here. Well, apart from Varel, that is.
So you don't have any problems?
As it happens, there is something. Recently, my supplies have been running out quickly for some reason. And you know how much I like a drink when I'm taking a break on the bench behind my house.
I don't, actually. I thought the time you spent up that tree was an exception.
On the contrary. So, I need to top up my supplies. Run along to Troskovitz for a bottle or two for me. Take this coin here.
And what would you like to drink, Gamekeeper Vostatek?
I call it the poacher's hideout. Mix a goblet of mead with wine, add a bit of saffron.
I've never heard of this poacher's hideout brew before.
Hold on! Poachers! I need help with poachers, the bastards. They think they can turn the woods into their own territory, but they won't get the better of me. I'll send you after them. You're hard as nails, you are. What's more, I'll give you a decent reward for getting rid of them vermin.
That sounds better.
Aye, so I don't forget. Hand back the coin I gave you for the booze.
Of course. Sorry. Here you are.
Well, are you gonna do it?
I'll help you with the poachers. The hunters will become the prey.
That's the stuff. They should be trembling already.
Tell me where I can find the poachers then, so I can pounce straight on them.
Hold your horses. I want them alive, not hacked to pieces. So don't butcher them.
If you want it done without killing, I'll try it without killing.
Glad to hear it. You'd be surprised how many hotheads have offered to do just that. I've had enough of hearing, "They're all dead, Vostatek," and then finding out the smart arse spent the whole day in the tavern instead. So if you do kill a poacher, I want proof.
Would you like an ear, or maybe I should cut off a trophy pouch?
Ideally, some items only poaching scum have. Tools of the trade, string, gloves. No bringing me a hair from the tanner and claiming you found it on a poacher. Anyone could say that. Look, let's get to the point. We have to focus on Rock Tower Pond and the forests around it. That's where game's becoming scarcest.
Where should I look?
I already told you, didn't I? Stop being so scatterbrained, Henry. Try looking around Rock Tower Pond. To the west of the pond, there's some dense forest on the rocks. It's easy to find because there's a small ruined cottage below the woods. Otherwise, it's nothing but boulders and an easy place to break your leg. And someone like me, who likes a drink, well, you know.
I don't have the best memories of that place. We made camp there the first time we came to Trotsky region.
So you could be reminiscing there. Have a swim. It's a nice clean pond. I don't know why people don't fish there instead of poaching. Easier to catch a bite.
Can I count on your help?
Ha, you bet. We'll divide it up into patches and make a noose no poacher will escape.
Patches? What do you mean?
I'll take the area around the gamekeeper's lodge, say. Maybe some poachers get the idea it's darkest under a candlestick. My helpers will search the smaller woods, and you take the rest. With those young legs of yours, you'll comb the forest nice and quick.
Aye, right. I get it. That's the best idea you could come up with, eh?
Aye, Henry.
Where should I take the poacher? To you?
To the Troskovitz bailiff. Even though he's a bit, well... Look, I'll send him a message so he knows we're going to be bringing him some poachers. It would be just like him to let them go because you were acting without authorization.
Well, you could go with me.
And leave the lodge unattended? Not a chance. Not to mention that leg of mine since I jumped down from the tree.
I understand. You'd rather stand, or rather sit, guard. Let's say I go into the forest and come across some bloke. What then?
The main thing is to make sure he really is the poacher. We'd have some explaining to do if you accused an innocent man.
That shouldn't be too hard. If he's hunting, I'll seize him. If he isn't, I'll leave him alone.
That's no way to go about it, Henry. You have to be certain, right? The Rock Tower poacher, say. He tends to spend the day holed up, only coming out before dawn or after dusk. He probably knows I like to sleep in and spend my evenings having a drink. So I won't be trudging round the pond at those times.
So the best thing would be to catch him in his camp?
Aye. He'll have dead animals, hides, bones, meat. He won't be able to talk his way out of that. Them poachers have also started using signs to mark their hunting grounds. They bend a branch of some pine to make a kind of circle. But what's the point of describing them, since I've got a few samples? They're at my cottage, next to the outhouse, where I have this lean-to. Take a look so you know what to watch out for.
I'll be off then.
Good luck, and let me know how it goes. I hope you give them what for, because I'm sick and tired of them. They've been at it for 2 months now. Or is it 4?
You can count on me.
Fucking nothing. Again.
Could this be a poacher's workplace? Then the owner might not be far away.
There's a camp here. What will that fella over there tell me about it? Nice camp. The hides and all that. Gamekeeper Vostatek sent me to find a poacher who's hunting around here.
Sir, have mercy on me. I can explain everything. I have a family to feed, only we're not doing well and we scarcely have a bite to eat. I was desperate. So I came here to poach. Please, sir, spare me.
Crikey, that was easy. So you confess you've been hunting here?
A bit here and there.
But you know poaching's a crime. Couldn't you find another way?
I couldn't think of anything.
That's all I need to know. It's my job to catch a poacher, and you've confessed to poaching. So, what to do with you now?
Sir, have mercy on me, please.
There's nothing for it. You're coming with me. The game belongs to the nobility. Poaching is not allowed. So, let's go.
But sir,
Quiet! Vostatek might have told you I was going to bring you some poachers. Here's one of them. He was hanging round Rock Tower Pond.
please, have mercy.
We hang poachers here, and you won't get any special treatment. Scum. This must be the ugliest horse I've seen in my life.
Go! Whoa! Whoa! I solved your problem.
Ah, my drinking problem.
No, not that one.
I should think not, since I don't have one.
I meant the poacher. I dealt with him. I found him and hauled him off to the bailiff in Troskowitz, like you told me.
My, you don't waste time, lad. If I had a few more like you, I wouldn't have a care in the world here.
Ah, not worth mentioning.
Right. How about another one? This poacher pisses me off even more than the last one, so I hope you'll help me with him.
I'm ready. Where does this poacher hunt?
Under the candlestick, where it's darkest. A short way from here, around Vidlak Pond. That's why I don't go far from the lodge, see? The problem is, it's a damn big area. Almost all the northwestern woodlands. And it's uphill and all.
I get it. What should I do with this poacher?
Same as last time. I know we have a poacher around here, only I haven't been able to catch him. If you can find him, catch him and take him to the bailiff. I'll sleep a lot more peacefully, see?
Right. Find him, catch him, bring him in. Is there anyone around here who might know something?
Ask the tanner in the valley. Or even better, ask his neighbour, the fisherman's wife. She'll tell you twice as much as that old soak.
Right. Right. I'll take a look around Vidlac Pond for the poacher.
Thanks, and good luck.
No, just an ordinary white one. But it had everything.
I'm here on Gamekeeper Vostatek's authorization.
The gamekeeper, you say? What would he want from me?
I'm looking for a poacher in the area. Would you know anything about that?
Ah, I see. My wife can tell you more about that than me.
All right, thanks. I'll go and ask her right after.
Well, prepare yourself. She's got it all clear in her head from the first moment that she saw the tanner next door.
The tanner? Can you tell me any more?
Like what, exactly?
And what do you think about the tanner?
He's an ordinary fella. Works all the hours God gives. He sells fine skins, even supplies the nobles. Buckskin, deerskin, goatskin. I said to myself, I wouldn't mind being a tanner. Looks like there's good coin in it, but my pa supplied everyone hereabouts with fish. And who else should carry it on but his son?
Do you think your wife's right about the poaching?
I don't have to see a thief on every corner. I'll leave that to the old woman. But to answer your question, no, I don't think it's him. But even if it is, it ain't no skin off my nose.
I understand.
Thanks. That's all.
See you later, my friend.
Vostatek charged me with rooting out the poacher causing trouble round here. Have you seen or heard anything suspicious?
You bet I have. The tanner's the poacher.
That's a serious accusation.
Are you sure he's the poacher?
I'm sure. He earns much too much coin for an ordinary tanner.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean he's poaching, though.
He's rolling in it. He can't have that from honest work. Why else would he head off into the forest every other week, eh? If it ain't him, it's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
There's a path behind our outhouse. If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Be sure and check him out. And don't forget he's a crook.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks for the advice and all the information.
You're quite welcome. Justice must be done. Take care then, and have a pleasant evening.
Here's another camp, and I bet that fella can tell me something about it. Nice camp. All these hides and gutted deer.
There? Fucking hell!
Gamekeeper Vostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
I ain't going. I'd rather croak out here in the forest. So keep your distance.
Listen, I want to give you a chance to think again about what you're doing here. You may have had a good run, but that's over now. So take it like a man, and stop talking bollocks about garlic.
Kurva. So it really is all over.
We're going to see the bailiff.
All right.
I've got another poaching lowlife for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No, please!
It's too late for begging. You're for the noose. Scum.
Cha! Cha!
Whoa!
God be with you.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh, no. Why? A lovely...
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some arsehole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in barrel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nebokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
Do you have enough onions for the soup?
Careful!
Quick, go! Ka! Quick!
They were von Bergov's men. Judging by the colors, they must have lured them into a trap.
Go!
Good day.
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests. That job's done. So he sent me to you. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you mentioned. But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my forests. What do you say? Will you do it?
Aye. I just need to know some details.
Sure. Ask away.
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin. But I only looked for 2. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places. And poachers always work alone. So I reckon it's an unholy trinity.
How do you know you've got poachers here?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves that are rampaging there too, but I found some remains. It's a poacher, all right.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves' fangs.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
The first one has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there, he's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. And on top of that, it's swarming with wolves. You know that half-built cottage in Slatigo?
That must be deep in the forest, right?
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish it. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't intend to end up like him.
Do you know of anyone near Slatigo who could help me?
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovitz gravedigger. Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea. Right. I reckon that's all I need.
Good luck. See you later, my friend.
God be with you, neighbor.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Henry.
I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
Farewell, Henry.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa! That must be the unfinished cottage Varel was talking about. This is the poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here, and it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. I must have a look around.
Mutt! Mutt!
search.
It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee, and they chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper.
Fit as a fiddle. What happened?
They say he went to bed healthy.
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
I've got news about that poacher that you sent me to catch.
And? Did you catch him?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know, the weasel. That really makes my blood boil.
Anyway, that's how the wolves sniffed him out. He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this as proof.
Show me. A hunting knife. This knife will be no use to him now. But still, no one deserves such a fate, getting ripped to pieces by wolves. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to grieve over him.
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that's all about?
Hold your horses. All in good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story about the ghost. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
Oh, leave it out. Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here, aren't there? Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on a big scale.
A big scale?
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area. They wouldn't tell me anything anyway.
Where does this one hunt? Any idea where I should go looking?
A stone's throw from here, in the woods around Samine Pond.
Christ, it's right here under your nose.
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're nice and close, there's something not right about them. The game is often frightened. He uses that to his advantage. Miller Krazel occurred to me. He looks out over that area, so he might know something. Even if he is a bit of a strange one.
Actually, Krazel has people working for him who live even closer. I'll ask them.
Whatever you say.
Thanks. I'll go and find him.
Good luck. See you later, my friend. You're not permitted to be here. You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up.
All right.
Now show me what...
All right.
All right then. In that case, an indulgence will...
It looks like nothing's missing. Thank God.
Okay.
Quick!
You nearly ran into me!
God bless you.
Gamekeeper Varel sent me into the forest to look for a poacher. I hope you don't have anything to do with it.
I don't have time for poaching. But it's true, you can sometimes hear some bastards on the hill above us. But none of them has dared to come down here. I reckon they're afraid of getting into a chat with Zenek and having their day ruined.
Thanks. I'll search deeper in the forest then.
A nag like this couldn't have cost more than 10 gross.
Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp.
If you value your life, turn around and forget you saw anything. Intruder! Clear off! Nice try, you whoreson! Attack! Come and help us! Enough! I give up. I surrender, you hear me?
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right. Easy now. Just let me go, and I'll give you everything. That's all I have. Now let me go.
I'll kill you. Alert! To arms!
You wanna try me? Show you!
Right on the noggin. Not tough enough on your own? It's a slaughter!
Sick!
Show what you...
Christ!
Interesting.
Interesting.
Good day.
I found those poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How'd you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond. It's full of loot.
Somewhere by the rocks? But that's damn close. Got any proof they're there?
I found this on them.
Typical. The fuckers know what they're doing.
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. So I dealt with them. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took them on all by yourself. Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Are you gonna finally tell me about the ghost?
Aye, I will. I need you to catch him. This ghost fella is a poacher too. But he ain't like any other poacher we've had, I can tell you.
What else can you tell me about him? Why do you think he's different than the other poachers?
He's one big mystery, that bastard. He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. A real archery master. On the other hand, he leaves a right mess. And the way he guts the animals is shoddy. I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just sloppy.
Sounds like it's some human.
Nah. Them nomads have a real respect for animals and wouldn't waste any part of a catch. But it's true, there's a lot that suggests this ghost ain't local.
Where should I look for him?
That bastard is poaching between my patch and Vostatek's. He knows it's the least patrolled area, since we don't quite know which one of us is responsible for it. You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle? Any idea where I should start?
You can start at the crossroads, northeast of the castle. Search the rocks there. Like I says, us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't know the area.
Do you want me to send him to the gallows?
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't armed to the teeth.
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how this turns out. Farewell.
Ka! Quick! Ka! Go!
Ja! Go! Ka!
This is a poacher's lair, for sure. So where's the poacher?
Sir Hans, I'm here hunting poachers, and I come across you.
Henry! I never expected you here.
I was sent here by the Nebakov gamekeeper. He said there are poachers here, and I don't have to be King Solomon to figure out who the poacher is, do I? Oh, Jesus! You couldn't choose something different? There's all sorts of ways to make money.
Now hold your horses. How else are we supposed to get some coin quickly so we don't have to go around looking like beggars?
By honest work? This is very risky.
Look, no one found me here until you turned up. And you're only here because you're doing some terribly noble deed again and helping out old grannies in distress. And this is how it turns out.
Are you fucking serious? The gamekeeper wants to get rid of poachers around here, and I promised to help him do it.
Well, that's awkward for you, isn't it? Any idea what you're going to tell him?
Well, have you? Surely you don't expect me to tell him I didn't find anyone?
Why the hell not? You just found some abandoned camp, no? It's a stroke of luck that he sent you, eh?
And what am I supposed to tell the gamekeeper now?
I don't know. Make something up. Maybe you found the poacher and he didn't want to surrender. He attacked you, and you beat him. And that's that.
I've already had trouble with some poachers. It might work.
Of course it'll work.
So I'll go back to the gamekeeper and tell him that. But that doesn't mean you can just carry on poaching. As soon as the gamekeeper notices game is vanishing, he'll send someone else after you.
Yeah. I'll move elsewhere for a while. Stop worrying.
Oh, and the gamekeeper will want to see some proof that I found the poacher and dealt with him. Got anything?
I could give you my equipment. It'd be pretty hard to survive without it, but...
To poach without it?
Yeah, that's settled then.
All right.
Blessings to you.
You don't have to worry about the last poacher either anymore. But it was one hell of a job, I can tell you.
Really? Go on. Where was he?
North of Trotsky. He had a small camp there. Below a cliff. Just like you said.
I'm sure he realized there wasn't any point resisting. What did you do with him?
I found the camp, but there wasn't any poacher there. Or in the surrounding area. It seems he got wind we were after him and cleared off. I only found this gear he left there. I don't think he'd have left it there if he wanted to carry on somewhere else.
What's that?
He used it to make traps, if you ask me. And there are some tongs as well. Probably for pulling out teeth and that.
It really does look like he packed it in. It wasn't that hard then. Good work. Here's your reward.
Thanks. That's a generous reward.
We don't have any more poachers, so take it as a parting gift from us huntsmen. It'll be a long time before any more of the arseholes turn up in the Trotsky forests. You sent out a clear signal what they can expect. Well, you can take a look at my bows if you want, and in return for your help, I'll take a bit off the usual price. Don't use it for poaching, though.
That's not a bad idea, you know.
Don't even think about it.
No, of course not. Thanks.
I'll tell Vostatek to do the same. But just between you and me, better buy one from me. Bows soaked in spirits aren't very hard wearing. God be with you, good sir.